All right, so scene number one starts with Ryan, our singer, entering into the elevator with his luggage, getting ready to take part on his journey. This also features Tracy Cloutier, who's our drummer's wife, and Ryan's heading out to go catch his taxi ride. And we're going to introduce our first actor, Dan Jason, who plays the taxi cab driver. And let's just say he's slightly chemically induced, a little leaked out, and he's going to take Ryan on a wild ride. Next up is Croa Bierling. He is the annoying kind of rideshare passenger, and Croa is also Mike Sloat's technical assistant, helps out with lighting and other aspects of the video shoot, and just a real nice guy. And glad we got to feature him in the video. Alright, so now we are inside of the 1964 Learjet at the Santa Rosa Air Museum, and we get introduced to two characters. First actress is V. De Montron, and our drummer Joe as the boozy flight captain. Man, this was probably one of the funnest parts of the day. V was an absolute blast to work with. Just many shots of cool improvisation, including this one of a creative way to take the cork out of a whiskey bottle. Speaking of whiskey, this is actually Canadian maple syrup that Ryan brought a little bit frozen to slow down the pour. And V is going to let Ryan know it's going to be a heavy ride, and serves up his whiskey, probably not in a proper way to hand a passenger their cocktail. Next up is actor Anthony Lurch Helwick, and he took on the duties of riding this bike with the sidecar on it. And Ryan got loaded into the sidecar with his luggage, his guitar, and interesting part about this segment is that it's filmed on the streets of downtown Santa Rosa, no traffic being blocked. We were just kind of shooting and running, as they say, but very nice GoPro work from Mike Sloat, and this was another real fun part of the evening shoot. So we're back in the airplane, and we had some tongue-in-cheek moments we wanted to capture. Mike got this one captured really well, with Joe folding himself into the captain's chair and getting ready for takeoff with his cigar in hand. We're also watching V put on her the gas mask as it's about to get a little bit toxic inside of the cabin as we're ready for takeoff. Alright, so now we're on to the guitar solo section. You can see V is starting us off with a big yawn. She's not too impressed with what's about to take place. But yeah, we had this idea of kind of tipping the cap to Eddie Van Halen, Hot the Teacher, walking down the aisleway here, and featuring the rest of the bandmates. So we got Mike on bass and Joe on drums. And yeah, and so V is now greeting the cabin members, and it's going to stop off and say hello to me. This was actually a fun little exchange we had. She was cracking up the crew with all kinds of inside jokes about guitar sweep picking and, you know, do you like mahogany-based guitar bodies? And we had a lot of fun just kind of going back and forth. Tough to keep a straight face. But she gets annoyed with me and moves on to greeting the rest of the passengers here. Yeah, so V really just kept everyone rolling and laughing pretty much the whole time we shot this scene. So Ryan is now back on terra firma and is walking through the city streets and coming across various different band members. We got Mike Linetto on bass, and he's having flashbacks to part of his wild ride with the various different cast of characters. And comes across Joe. This was in front of a really nice coffee shop downtown Santa Rosa. And we really lucked out with just some of the natural lighting that was happening near the railroad station there. And we're about to set up a scene where Mike Sloat had this great idea of doing kind of a counterclockwise, head hits the pillow, and then winds back up, right back in the airplane scene. And that's going to do it for this video. Huge shout out to director Mike Sloat for bringing the vision to life, and enjoy some of these behind the scene pieces of footage, and we'll see you soon.